Hey yogis, Tosi here. Today I have a relaxation class for you all. Focus on opening up your hips. This is where a lot of us keep tension. So if that's what you're looking for today, join me. I'll see you on the mat. Today we're going to get started on our glutes on the mat. So come to a seated position. We're just going to start to welcome in our body to our space. What I mean by this is create a space for yourself, for your mind, to just be. Whatever that is you want to be, whoever you want to be, just create a space. So bring your hands to heart center, drift your eyes closed. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale through your mouth. Take another inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more breath with me. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Blink your eyes open. Now that we've created this space to be primarily just for you to relax yourself and get into your hips, we'll get started with our flow. So find your way into a tabletop position. We're going to start by just activating our back a little bit, our spine, by waking it up. We're going to take a few cat and cows together. So drop your belly, lift your gaze up, point your tailbone towards the sky for cow pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, push your hands into the mat, dome through your shoulder blades, creating a cat pose. Good, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow, inhale. Exhale, cat pose, dome through your shoulders, feel the stretch in your spine. Good, drop your belly, lift your gaze, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, dome through your back. From here, find a stable, neutral tabletop position, not having your back curved down or curved up. Flip onto your toes, and I want you guys to just push your weight back. We're going to give our feet a little love. I know this is for our hips, but a big reason that our hips hold tension is because our lower half carries all of our weight, and our feet are part of our lower half. So just take some time, make sure that your toes are on your mat, and feel the stretch along the back of your foot and the sole of your feet. This may be more intense than you expect, so if you need to come out, take a break. Shift your weight forward, roll your ankles, bend your toes, and then come right back into it for a few more breaths. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Release. Good, shift your weight forward, relax your toes a little bit, wiggle them out, shake them out. From there, plant your toes back onto the ground. Lift your hips high, push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Good, this is our first down dog of class, so take a second to settle into your space. Pedal out your dog, meaning drop one heel, drop the other. Notice how this feels along the back side of your body. Is it painful? Is it tight? Notice all of those feelings and sensations right now. And just work your body a little bit to start to make whatever those sensations are, try to make them go away slowly as we stretch out just a little longer in this downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale. We're going to take two toe to heel stretches together. Inhale up onto your toes. Exhale, sink your heels close to the ground. Push your chest towards your thighs to lift your tailbone even higher. Good. Inhale, lift up onto your toes. Exhale, sink your heels down. Good. Inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, step your feet forward, shoulder width distance to find a ragdoll pose. So in ragdoll pose, you want to relax all the muscles from your hips up so that you feel this stretch in your legs. If you'd like to feel it more in your back, if you have any low back pain, I encourage you to generously bend into your knees, grab opposite elbows and allow your spine to curve. This will get your stretch more in your spine. And when you straighten your legs out, that'll get the stretch more in your legs. So take whatever options you like. If you grabbed opposite elbows, switch your grip here. Even it out. Relax your hands down to your mat. Toe heel your feet together and slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Feeling the stretch all in your back. Once you get to the top, roll your shoulders once together and down your back to create that good posture. Bring your hands to your sides and we will get ready to flow. Inhale, sweep your arms up high, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center and slowly move your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins or your thighs, wherever you can keep your spine flat and parallel to the ground. From here, squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. And hover your heels just a little bit to help you engage your core, to straighten your spine even more. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat. Step your feet back and push your hips up for a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot through your hands at the top of the mat. This is where you're going to grab your pillow or your block and place it underneath where your left knee would drop. Drop your left knee down. Readjust your block or pillow if you need. From here, toe heel your right foot towards the upper right corner of the mat and bring your right hand to the inside. Relax your left foot long onto the mat and sink your hips down towards the mat. Here we're getting into our left hip flexor. So take a moment. We're just going to hold this for a little bit. Drift your eyes close if you wish. If you wish to come down to your elbows, option to come onto your block or just go straight to your mat. Relax down to your elbows. Or you can stay standing up onto your palms. Whatever is in your practice today, own that and be all there. Continue to use your breath and help you get deeper into these stretches. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Sink your left hip a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little bit deeper. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Come back onto your palms if you're not already there. Shift your weight back. Bring your hands back to the outsides of your right foot and toe heel your right foot in towards the center of the mat. With this stretch, we're going to focus on our right hamstring. So pull your right toes towards your right shin. Bump your right hip back just a little bit to feel that stretch a little bit deeper. And stretch into your right hamstring. Take a deep inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Take another inhale. Exhale. Keeping your breath steady. One more breath. Inhale, feel the breath in your belly again, not in your chest. Exhale, release your breath. Walk your hands back to frame your right foot. Re-engage your back leg by flipping onto your left toes, lifting your left knee off the ground and moving your block over. Ground down into your hands. Step your left foot up to equal your right at the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands down. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms high, feeling so strong and graceful. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Drift your eyes closed. We'll take this all over to the opposite side. Bring your hands down by your side. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands slowly down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your feet towards the back of your mat. Push your hips up. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high this time. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot through your hands. Grab your block and pull it down to where your right knee would drop. Drop your right knee down and then relax your right toes long on the mat. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot and toe heel your left foot to the upper left corner of your mat for a runner's lunge. The goal in runner's lunge on this side is to stretch out your right hip. So allow your hips to drop down. Make sure you keep proper alignment in your left foot. So stack your left knee on top of your left ankle. So that means if your lunge looks a little bit like this, bring your left foot up to where you find that proper alignment. Option to stand tall on your hands. Option to place a block underneath your hands and find a little bit more height. Or option to come down to your elbows and relax a little deeper into the stretch. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up your belly. Open mouth, exhale. Continue to breathe at your own pace. I like to think of our deep inhales and exhales, our deep belly breath, as how we used to breathe when we were kids, when we didn't even care. We just let our belly hang out, we just had fun, and our body felt so good and loved us for it. So I want you to think of that feeling. Think of that time and how that breath felt in your body, and harness that and pull it into this class today. Take one more inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Release. Bring your hands back onto the mat if they aren't already there. Toe heel your left foot back to center and frame your left foot with your hands once again. Re-engage your right leg by flipping onto your toes. Shift your weight back and we're going to stretch our left hamstring together this time. Pull your left toes back towards your left shin. Bump your left hip back just a little bit to parallel to the top of the mat and feel that stretch a little bit deeper. Option to keep your hands on the ground, or option to place a block underneath each of your hands if you have it to create a little bit more space. In your posture, relax your head down. The only stretch we should be feeling right now is in our left leg. All of our energy, all of our focus is there. And I challenge you guys, if this is a little uncomfortable, I challenge you to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, or at least try to get a little bit more out of your comfort zone and stretch yourself a little further than you think. With that thought, we'll take one more inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Re-bend into your left knee and walk your hands up. Lift your right knee off the ground. Remove your block to the side. Bring your right foot up to meet your left at the top of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to shin or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Release yourself down your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up high, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Take an inhale, fill up all the way in your belly. Exhale, release your breath. We're going to flow through this one more time to stretch our hips and hamstrings. Bring your hands down by your side. Blink your eyes open if they drifted shut. And we will move on. Inhale, sweep your arms high, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center and down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Form a number 7. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to a downward facing dog right away. Lift your hips up. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot through your hands and then put your block down underneath your left knee. Drop your left knee down. Relax your left foot long on the mat. Again, find the proper alignment between your right knee and your right ankle. From here, bring your right hand into the inside of your right foot and toe heel your right foot to the upper right corner of the mat for a runner's lunge. Drop your left hip down. That is the focus of this stretch on this side. Option to stay on your hands, option to drop down. Wherever you are, allow your left hip to open up with every exhale you take. So with every inhale, feel the tension in your body. Acknowledge it and realize it's there. And with every exhale, try your best to release that tension and drop a little bit lower. Take another belly inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more breath, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Come back up onto your hands if you aren't already there. Toe heel your right foot to the center of the mat, framing your right foot with both your hands. Shift your weight back, straightening your right foot. Walk your hands back and pull your right toes in towards your right shin to stretch your right hamstring. Take an inhale, fill up. Exhale. Bring your relaxation mode in now. Zen out your thoughts. Clear out your mind. Take another inhale. Exhale. Bump your right hip back just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands forward. Re-engage the bend in your right knee. Re-engage your back leg by flipping onto your back toes, lifting your left knee off the ground, and remove your block to the side. Step your left foot up to equal your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain sweep, your arms high with a smile. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We'll flow this on the left side. Inhale, mountain sweep, your arms high. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down on your mat. Step your feet back to a downward facing dog. Lift your tailbone high. Inhale, lift your left leg high this time. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot through your hands and place your block down underneath your right knee. Drop your right knee down. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot and toe heel to the left upper corner of your mat. Relax your right toes long on the mat and let your right hip sink down. Float down to your forearms if you wish. And relax your head. Giving yourself time here to clear your mind once again. Take out all of the thoughts that may be in your head, all of the lists that you need to do. If there was anything that frustrated you today, or anything that's on your mind that doesn't serve you, give yourself permission to let that go. Take another inhale. Exhale. Find one more inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back to your mat if they aren't already there. Toe heel your left foot towards the center of your mat and frame your left foot with your hands. Shift your weight back. We're going to stretch our left hamstring. Pull your left toes up towards your left shin. Bring your left thumb towards your left hip crease and bump your left hip back to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Relax your head down and allow yourself to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. For me, my hamstrings are always the tightest on my body, so I have to remind myself if there's a little bit of pain, if there's a little bit of discomfort, that's okay. It means progress. You'll be able to tell in your body if you need to slow down a little bit or if you can push yourself just a little more. So make that decision and then sink a little deeper if you can. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back up to the top of your mat. Rebend your left knee. Come onto your right toes. Lift your right knee off the ground. Remove your block to the side. Step your right foot up to equal your left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. All right, my yogis, we are going to move into one more stretch before we are done with class. So this is where you're going to grab your 2 blocks or your stool, and we're going to get into our yogi squat. For a yogi squat, what I want you guys to do is bring your feet out, wider than shoulder width distance, with your feet facing out. From here, sink your hips down as low as you can. If you need more height or if you need to hold on to a chair, that's totally cool. Readjust your feet. They should be about a foot above where your block or stool is. From here, we are going to bring our hands to heart center. Push your elbows into your knees to open up your hips as much as you can to where you feel that stretch. Drift your eyes closed and give yourself some time to open up your hips in a different way. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Allowing yourself with every exhale to release the muscles in your hip. Release that push and pull that your body has against you stretching even deeper. Take a few more breaths at your own pace and allow your mind to come back to where you are right here, right now. Focus on what's surrounding you in your space today. What are you wearing? Where are you at? Use all of those cues to guide you back to your area, right where you are on your mat. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. Good, blink your eyes open if they aren't already. Release your prayer grip, walk your knees in. Give yourself just a moment to let your hips come back and close. And then we're gonna do one more stretch. I lied when I said one more the first time. One more for real this time, and then we'll be done. But you gotta do it because it feels really good. For the last stretch of class, we're gonna find our way onto our glutes. So remove your blocks. Honestly, get down to your glutes however you want to, whatever is most comfortable for you. From here, find your way onto your back. Toe heel your feet out as wide as you can get them, wider than your mat. And then relax your legs in towards each other for a knock knee pose. This stretch is going to give us the opposite sensation of all of the stretches we've been doing in class today, and that opposite action is going to feel so good, or at least it should feel good. Bring one hand to your heart and rest one hand on your belly. Feel the connection between your heartbeat and your breath. And give your body gratitude for coming to your mat today and for showing up for you every single day without fail. Every day you wake up, every day you complete simple actions, your body is always working for you. Allow your body to receive all the positive vibes that you want it to receive right in this very moment. Take one last inhale. Exhale. Slowly lift your knees back up, toe heel your feet together. And then pull your knees into your chest. Interlace your fingers around your knees to give yourself a little bit of a hug. Use this hug to rock and roll your way up onto your mat as many times as you need. And find yourself in a seated position. From here, bring your hands to heart center, drift your eyes closed. I thank you guys so much for coming to class today and for giving yourself some time to zen out with me, stretch your hips. I'm so curious to hear how your hips and legs feel after this class or even the next day, so make sure to leave in comments how you like this class. If there was anything that you liked, didn't like, I want to hear it all. And with that, my yogis, will take an inhale through our noses, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Together we bow forward and say namaste.